Okay, welcome to Incinerator. This is the 9th and final map of Chapter 1. Quick thing to note is that this map actually starts with a 20-second cutscene, but we're not really going to discuss that because, for all intents and purposes, the map starts just at the end of the cutscene where you gain control. So it might be helpful to make a save that is at the end of the cutscene, just so that you don't have to watch that cutscene when you load the map every time. Anyway, the first step of this map is to move just across these beams. And then right here, there's a short hop that you can do to save some time. Right there. If you miss that hop, you will fall into the kind of lava at the bottom, which means you'll have to reset.
Completely burned when you threw them down here.
The alternative to that is just kind of waiting, or the alternative to that is just to go around here. It's a little bit slower, but it's up to you. So here, this trigger right here is kind of like a trigger that helps make this cutscene with the portal gun work. You do not want to hit this trigger, because if you hit this trigger, it means you'll have to wait an extra 5 or 6 seconds to pick up the portal gun. So once you get here, what you want to do is crouch here. Crouching is not required, but it makes it a lot easier. Crouch here, and then kind of get here. Make sure that you only go as far out as you need to get past this corner. And then go here, so that you completely skip the trigger. And again, what that looks like without the trigger is kind of this. And that means that you can pick up the portal gun instantly instead of having to wait.
Hold on. Good. You have.
So anyway.
Completely burned when you threw them down.
Whoopsie.
Completely burned when you threw them down here. The dual portal device should be around here somewhere.
Oh, that was way too far. And you'll see she said there it is. That means that it didn't work.
There it is.
Whoopsie.
Be around here somewhere. Once you find it, we can start testing, just like old times.
So once you've done that, you want to pick up this portal gun. This map has a lot of complicated dialogue that I will go over after this, but what I'm going to do first is show the portal shots that you'll need to do. And eventually, these portal shots you're going to have to do within a specific time frame in order to get specific dialogue.
Good.
Triggers. So anyway, pick up this portal gun, shoot a portal up there, and then here, and then you're going to want a portal stand to this surface or just somewhere on this wall. These portals can spark very easily, so just keep that in mind, like shooting a portal there. Even though I'm clearly looking at the white wall, it just won't work, so. The shots are also super annoying for some reason. You're going to want to actually hit left a little bit before you shoot in order to get the portal stand to work just right. Because these portal stands are just really weird. And then once you've shot up there, do another portal stand down here. Jump to hit that shot. Or what you can actually do is, since this surface is higher, you can jump shot there, shoot a portal there, and you can either just walk here or you can portal peek there. What's important is there's a trigger about here. I've hit it so you can't see it, but there's a trigger about here. You want to hit that and then look there because there's a look trigger.
Rest of your life.
So
after that,
at full speed,
be careful not to trip over
all those shots kind of look like this. And you'll hear some dialogue stuff that I wait for.
The dual portal device should be around here somewhere. Once you find it, we can start testing, just like old times. Good. You have the dual portal device there. But the
now that was the fast dialogue skip.
important thing is
Because I went fast enough to get it. Let me describe how the dialogue works.
When you threw them down here. The dual portal device should be around here somewhere.
There's a trigger right about here where I'm showing with my mouse that once you hit it, you have 6 seconds to get to the end of the map. If you get to the end of the map within 6 seconds, you get the fast dialogue skip. If you don't get there that fast, you get the slow dialogue skip. The fast one is really fast. So do not expect to get it when you first start running. But a thing to note is that you're going to want to wait to pick up the portal gun until GLaDOS says start. So
once you find it, we can start testing.
Sometimes you won't even get there early enough,
Not to trip
in
over
which
any
case
parts of me
that's fine,
that didn't get completely
as long as you don't get there too
burned when
late.
you threw them down here. The dual portal device should be around here somewhere. Once you find it, we can start testing, just like old time. Good. You have the dual
And also,
portal
you want to,
device. There.
after you pick up the portal gun, you want to get through the wall in a relatively quick amount of time. You don't want to just stay there for a while, because if her new dialogue starts, then problems can arise. But anyway, I've gone slow, so I'm going to get the slow skip, which looks like this.
I'll just move that out of the way for
She just
you.
says, I'll just move that out of the way for you.
This
But you
makes
need
it
to
easy
hit this trigger here,
But the important
and then you
thing
need to
is
look
you're
there,
back.
because that is what starts the dialogue.
Be careful not to trip over any parts of me that didn't get completely burned when you threw them down here. The dual portal device should be around.
Whoa, that was way too bad. That was
The
awful.
device should be around here somewhere. Once you find it, we can start testing, just like old time. Good. You have.
Basically, you want to get through the portal before
the
she
dual
says good.
portal device. There should be a way back there. Once testing starts, I'm required by
I actually
protocol
messed it up a
to
little
keep
bit.
interaction with you
So,
to a minimum.
she's
Luckily,
gonna
we haven't started testing.
talk
This will
a
be
lot.
our only chance to talk. But the
Just look there until she says,
important
but the
thing
important
is
thing is
you're
you're
back.
back. And then shoot those 2 portals so you can
And
jump
now
on
I'm
top of
all
this.
your little tricks. So the
It's a little bit weird.
portal device should be around here somewhere.
Man, this map is a lot tighter than I
Be
remember.
careful not to trip over any parts of me that didn't get completely burned when you threw them down here. The dual portal device should be around
Also, if you get here fast enough, you're actually going to want to wait here to go
here somewhere. Once you find it, we can start testing.
until she says
just
somewhere.
like
You're going
old
to
time.
want to wait until
Once
somewhere.
testing starts, I'm required by protocol there. But the
That was another example of the fast dialogue.
important thing is
So
you're
portal up
back
there,
with me.
and just strafe to the right,
And
so you
now
kind of
I'm
get
on
around
to
here.
all your little tricks. So there's nothing to stop us from testing for the rest.
Sometimes the elevator will actually get here before the written dialogue. When that happens, there is a secondary dialogue that you can enter the elevator on. And the secondary cue is when she says, "Who knows?" Now, it's not actually faster. Both cues are the same speed. But the secondary one is just if you don't get here fast enough.
Of your life. After that, who knows?
So who
I
knows?
might take up a hobby. Reanimate.
This map is kind of weird and hard to understand because of all of the dialogue insanity that is going on in it. But for the sake of it, I will showcase a full run one more time.
Portal device should be around here somewhere.
Starting now.
Incinerator Room. Be careful not to trip over any parts of me that didn't get completely burned when you threw them down here. The dual portal device should be around here somewhere. Once you find it, we can start testing, just like old time. Good. You have the dual portal device. There. But the important thing is you're back.
So that was the fast dialogue
And
skip.
now I'm on to all your little tricks. So there's nothing to stop us from testing for the rest of your life. After that, who knows?
So you can either enter on 4 or who knows. It's the same speed.
Reanimating.
And that was Incinerator. It'll probably take a little bit of playing around with it to really understand how the dialogue works, because it's very unintuitive. But hopefully you have better understanding now.